Okay, so now the kids have a reason to spend their money, and so this is about the merchant with the swords and the spells, and I would highly recommend having journals ready to sell as well. And so, you, given that you have 15 kids, you might like keep it so simple and just get a fold of paper like this, and that's your journal. And don't hole punch it yet. Just give them a fold of 8 pages inside, like folded in half, just pre-folded. Here's your stacks of journals, and you're selling them for 1 copper, just like super simple. And then they'll be like, well, that's not a journal. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we can make journals, and you can have an example of a journal that they can Coptic bind, right? Or however you want to navigate this, but have some kind of journals. Like, this is the free, cheap, easy way of doing it. And then you can get one of those hole punches, one of the really pokey, you can get it at Fabricland, to poke a hole here and here, and then tie it with string, and then it gives it kind of that little magical look. You can also put a cover on it. You could color the outside, whatever you want to do. So the reason they have that is at the end of the day, you're going to hand out character cards. So, yeah, that's it. As a merchant, when it's like you kind of don't say anything until the kids are like, well, what am I supposed to spend my money on? And then here is the character that says, I'm so glad you asked. I happen to have some swords and some spells and some journals for sale. Is anybody interested? Swords are, depending on what you put out there, swords are 1 silver today, but only for today. And spells are 2 coppers, and journals are 1 copper. What would you like? What can I sell you? And they'll be like, I don't understand. And that's the whole point. And then you say, and for today only, I'll offer training for free. But then after this, if I have to train after this, I'm going to start charging. So you get them together and you say, everybody needs to be trained in swords, whether you're doing it or not, so you understand how swords work. So that, and then, and then same with spells. So I'm going to do a separate video for sword training and spell training.